if you ever have, when you hopped on, if we ever do screen shares or anything to present. I didn't look for anything specifically to show everyone.
It's
But,
up to you, whatever you like.
Yeah, no worries. Whatever you guys are comfortable with.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have something that's a good visual, I didn't prep. So if you don't know me, my name's Katie Duffy. The last 14 years I've been working with New Jersey Mentor. So I've worked closely with statewide CMOs and out of home for therapeutic foster care and residentials and SPEC. But I had this great opportunity to join the NJPPC, the Pediatric Psychiatry Collaborative. So I'm working out of Hackensack Meridian and have the statewide reach. So, if you're talking to other CMOs, we work with Cooper and Atlantic for different hubs. So the history of NJPPC, it's been around since about 2015 was when the grant was awarded. And the idea behind it was the shortage of pediatric child and adolescent psychiatrists. And so to meet the need, this grant program was working on recruiting pediatricians, not only to refer kids for assessment, to help with diagnosis and treatment planning, but also to then have that child and adolescent psychiatrist work with the pediatrician to manage medication if medication was needed. And so, if you guys know the wait and the difficulty in finding child psychiatrists, this program has been doing a ton of work to recruit. I think we're around 1,000 pediatricians in the state, to work with them on if there is a need for, more the ADHD, anxiety, depression, med management for kids that the pediatrician who a family knows and trusts can provide that med management and have the access to child psychiatrists to consult if there's any questions that come up that becomes more complicated. So, and you guys know, it was just in the last year or so that CMO has been able to refer to the PPC, still with the idea of wanting to engage the child's pediatrician. I understand sometimes we have kids that don't have pediatricians, so we've want to work where we can. And I apologize, being only here a month is my first time presenting. So Shira Kravitz is she's our hub program manager for the Northern region, has been here several years and was in the acting operations role before I joined. So I've met with a couple CMO agencies talking about, where we meet the need for CMOs, because we don't do the med management. So ideally, if there's a need for medication, we're with our mental health specialists, our clinical navigators, and our team, we're either working directly with the pediatrician or looking to connect to other community services if it is an outpatient therapy, or if we need a child and adolescent psychiatrist to see them. So we have talked about some of the benefits in my other meetings with CMOs as, definitely if you have that family where they're not sure they want medication, but maybe a diagnosis, and really clarifying a diagnosis would be helpful. We've expanded recently with having a pediatrician on staff, having a developmental pediatrician on staff, and having psychologists more to consult with a child adolescent psychiatrist. So really we're looking at maybe, we're not sure where if it's mental health, if they're kind of presenting as behavioral, if there's, any other kind of learning needs that they have, child study team needs, with the full assessment that we can kind of look through and guide your team in maybe some next steps. Sheriff, I don't know if you want to jump in or clarify anything I've said yet.
Yeah, sure. So there's really three main ways that we can work together with CMO. As Katie shared, we do offer a free one-time psychiatric consultation for your youth, which could be for diagnostic clarification. If the pediatrician is already registered with us, we can then work with the pediatrician to be able to help bridge in any medication. Unfortunately, if the pediatrician is not registered with us, we cannot have that collaboration. But our community liaisons can work to recruit them to try to make that connection. We also can do out-of-home treatment assessments. If you're able to show what steps have already been taken to try to help that youth and you're looking for that out-of-home treatment, that's an evaluation that we can potentially assist you with as well. The third area is curbside consults. That means that you just want to have a conversation with one of our psychiatrists and say, I have this kid, I'm not sure what to do with them. What do you recommend? There's this problem, there's this diagnosis, we need some guidance. What do we do? And we can just have that one-on-one conversation, either with one of our psychiatrists or one of our licensed clinicians. So those are really like the three main ways that we work together with CMO. We actually just got one just yesterday from Bergen's Promise that they had a diagnosis, but they think that there might be comorbidities that had not been detected yet, and they wanted to know what direction to go with that kid. So that was a case that we just got. So that's kind of an example of how you might think of to use us. We do ask that if you do send a case over, that you include a copy of the psychosocial, because that helps us just know what you've already done if there is one. But if there's not, we're able to fill that gap, and one of our team members can do that psychosocial as well. But those are the three main areas. We can also show you a copy of our referral form if that's helpful, or we can just send it to you to have it distribute on your end. What's more helpful for you?
It would be great if you were able to send it after our meeting, and then when I send out the recording, I'll also be able to send out the referral form.
Great. So I'll send that to you, and I have a one-pager basically just outlining what I just said, and I'll send that to you also, because I know I talk fast, so it'll be easier for you to read it in front of you.
Awesome. And then for the referral, what is it best to send it back via encrypted email, fax?
So that's your choice. We've noticed that different CMOs do it differently. You can either send it through an encrypted email, and the email address that we receive it on is on the consult form. So that'll be included there for you. Otherwise, you can fax it. So it's really whatever your team is more comfortable with.
Great, great. Any questions from our care management staff for NJPPC?
I just want to add to our location is in Wall. We were previously across the street from Jersey Shore, but we moved to Wall on 34, so convenient. We've also offered Lyft rides to some families if there's any barrier there to get into an in-person evaluation.
And the evaluation is free both to you as well as the families. So there's no cost on either end. It's all completely covered by our grant.
Which I know can be helpful with the flex funds. There's not that need to work, apply for flex funds or anything like that if we need an assessment or a starting point with the kid.
Absolutely. And I was previously a care manager before transitioning to this role. And I feel like sometimes with youth, we do need maybe that extra set of eyes, different treatment recommendations, especially if you're kind of feel like you're at a dead end. So I think this would be a really, really great resource for so many youth. So thank you so much for sharing all that information, and you could send me over the one pager and the referral form, and I'll definitely be able to send that out to our care managers.
Sure. Thanks so much.
Thank you
For having us. Bye.
Bye. So now we're going to transition to the Ocean County Achievement Center presentation with Laura and Raquel. So they're going to be able to discuss the differences between the RAP and the Title II. Am I saying that right? Title II?
Yeah. Yep. You're saying it
Programs.
correctly. Yeah.
So feel free to take it away.
Sure. So my name is Laura Dunn. I'm the manager of the RAP program here, which stands for Work Readiness Assistance Program. And I also have Raquel here, who is an advisor case manager for the Title II program. So we just want to give you a brief overview of both the programs. And I know that especially for RAP recently, I've had a lot of referrals coming in from CMO, which is great. And I've been wanting to figure out a way to reach the CMO workers because it could be very confusing. So hopefully once we get this information out and we send the PowerPoint to you, it might make it a little bit more clear. But always remember that if it's not, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or Rachel or anybody here at the Achievement Center, and we can help guide you guys. So the Ocean County Achievement Center is located at Ocean County College on the main campus in Toms River. Under the Achievement Center, we have two programs. We have adult education and we have RAP. Our director is Gina Opowski. And of course, if you have any questions that we can't answer, we'll always send you over to Gina. So Work Readiness Assistance Program, I'm the manager of that program, and the program instructor for Work Readiness is Allie. And for the adult education, civics, workforce, and preparation program, which is why we call it Title II, there's too many words, we have Claudia. She's the supervisor of the case managers. Raquel, she's an advisor case manager, and Stephanie, she's also an advisor case manager. And you can see them working really hard in that picture down there on the right. And that's a nice picture of them at the last COAVE conference that they went to. We have Sue Boss. She is the program manager instructor for the HSE program. And Bibiana Luna Rojas, she is the lead ESL and civics instructor. So a brief overview of the RAP program, Work Readiness Assistance Program. All of the services are free to the participants through our grant, and their eligibility gets sent through the PIC program. So once they come here, we send all of their information over to PIC. PIC does their eligibility and sends it back over to us. During the RAP program, which is a total of 8 weeks, they learn career exploration, leadership development, job placement, post-secondary exposure, trade and vocational exposure, assistance in finding and keeping employment, sometimes a paid work experience, training opportunities, and of course, education, exploration, and assistance. During those, the first week is what I talked about with the Leadership Academy. And then the next 7 weeks is what we call ECP, Exploration of Career Pathways and Entrepreneurship. And during that time is when they're going to gain credentials. Some of the credentials that they'll gain are CPR first aid. They'll get a certificate in customer service and sales. And they also do OSHA, which is workplace safety. So they come out of the ECP program with those credentials. I call it ECP, but that's the big long title right there. Each week is something different. So when they come to us, they're working on skill identification, healthcare, technology, hospitality, specialized careers, financial literacy, and being a small business owner. And besides working here at the college in the classroom, one of our main goals is to get the students out into the community to explore more. So some things that we do are we go and we visit the vocational school so they can show us what they have. We visit, for example, one of the field trips we just did was to a music studio, and they talked to the students about how to own a small business. What are the perks? What are the challenges? Plus they get to play around on all the music stuff, so they like that. We also do resume development, mock interviews, and talk about barriers to employment. This is you, but yeah, I'm going to talk about RAP real quick. So when a CMO, before I go on to Title II, I just want the CMO care managers to know that if you're interested, if you have one of your families who has a student who is thinking about leaving high school, they're between the ages of 16 and 24, you can always reach out to me first. And Caitlin, I think you have my information, and please feel free to share it with all of the staff, because even if they have a question about, I don't know if this is right, I don't know if they should be going to RAP or Title II, that's okay. I can talk with that care manager and the family, and we can kind of decide together which route is best. This way, we don't have a student kind of stuck in limbo anywhere. But they can always reach out to me and we can talk about it first. Through RAP, after those 8 weeks are completed, we will send them over with our partners to work on their high school diploma prep to gain their high school diploma. So after they finish out the ECP and the Career Development Leadership Academy, then they will work on their high school diploma prep. And once they're ready to take the GED test, we'll send them over to get their test taken and then get their high school diploma. And every June, we do have a graduation for everybody who has gained their high school diploma in that year. And that's with Title II as well. So that is RAP in a nutshell. So please make sure that if any of the care managers, if you have any questions or concerns, or if you'd just like to chat it, talk about it, feel free to send me an email and we can set up a time to talk about it. But for now, I'm going to hand everything over to Raquel.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, you got it.
Let me know when
It's on.
Okay, so our program is adult education, civics, and workforce preparation program. It's a long name as well, but all the services are free. So they're for adults or 16 years of age or older, and they're not enrolled or required to be enrolled in secondary school and have proof of non-enrollment. So students that don't have a high school diploma and have not achieved a level of education, and also if they're trying to learn English as a second language. So we offer the high school preparation classes. So if they want to get their diploma, they come with us and they take classes with our instructors, and they receive math, science, social studies, and science, and we prepare them so that they can take their GED test. We also have adult basic education classes and transition classes. We also offer the English as a second language classes with civics. And we also have case management and career navigation. So as myself, I work with the students. If they have any barriers to come to school, if they need anything, we're here to help them, register them, help them with food pantry. If any resource that they need, we're here for them. We also do workshops. We do computer basic skills workshops, family literacy. We work with the Ocean County libraries also to have those events, and also financial literacy. So we work with a bank and they come and they speak to the students about how to manage their finances. And we also have a boot camp, which is with the high school diploma, a little bit more intense to get their GED test, or if they have like one subject that they are focusing on, and for example, math, and they only need math. That's a little bit more like intense so that they can just get past their test. And we also have in those ESL classes, it's like a dual enrollment. We have some certificates that we do pay so that the students can get a certificate in customer service and sales and culinary. So our program is 10 weeks, and we have them here at Ocean County College in Manahawkin, in the Ocean County College campus on Manahawkin, in Manahawkin and Point Pleasant, and they're 10 weeks. So we offer them in the winter, the spring, the summer, and the fall. And now they'll be Mondays and Wednesdays. Your students can either take them in the morning, so they're 2 days a week. They could take them in the morning time. They could choose the morning schedule, which is 9 to 12, and the evening schedule, which is 6 to 9. And enrollment is managed. So our last fall, right now we're full for fall, and we're full in like 10 minutes. So for the ESL and also for our GED, but the next one opens November 1st. So if anyone's interested, it opens, our link is active and it's on our website on ocean.edu. And in the search bar, you put Ocean County Achievement Center, and there you'll see where it says adult education. You'll see all of the orientations and all the information for the next one. So our next one will be for the winter. So if someone wants ESL classes or someone wants high school diploma classes, they have to click on the Eventbrite, but it's not active until November 1st at 8 in the morning. Excuse me, we always tell our students to go there at 8 in the morning because it fills up very quick. So that's where it's located. But if you need anything in detail, we could always send that to you, because I know I'm giving you a lot of information right now. We do have a lot of guest speakers come in that talk about domestic violence, immigration, legal services. We've had the Community Affairs and Resource Center that they're located in Lakewood come and talk to the students. So we talk a lot about all these different topics: education, health, wellness, immigration, mental health, family planning, and technology. And we also work with the Ocean County College, so they are students here. They get an OCC ID, and they can use all of these services here: the library, tutoring, counseling, the food pantry. They can use that as well. And all these also services here that Ocean County College offers. These are a couple pictures of the graduation. I don't know if you want to touch base a little bit more, Laura.
So these are a few pictures from our past graduations. We have to add our last graduation in here. Typically, they've been outside. A lot of them were during the time of like the pandemic. And then this year we were able to move it inside, and it was just a spectacular day. A lot of the families come, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, everybody comes to see, their loved ones graduate and celebrate their achievement. And it's a really wonderful. If any of you have a student who does graduate, please feel free to come and watch the ceremony. It's fantastic. Our president here at the college, Dr. Monaco, comes and she gives a speech. We have guest speakers. It is a full-fledged graduation, and it's really a wonderful celebration. And I just wanted to add too, in addition to what Rachel said, the RAP students are also OCC students once they're enrolled in the program, and they are attending and participating. They too will also get an Ocean County College ID, and they can use any of the services that are on campus as well.
Awesome. Thank you both. I just wanted to, just for clarification purposes. So, Raquel, I know that you said for ESL and the GED prep, courses. Those are online registration, November 1st at 8 a.m. For the next session. But for RAP, like how would care managers go about the referral process?
Yep. So if any care manager wants to enroll one of their clients or students into the RAP program, just reach out to me. Send me an email, give me a call, and then I will help direct the care manager and the student where they need to go. Right now, we're like in between grants. It's like that time. So things are running a little bit slow right now. But I just realized this is off. But we will be up and running very soon. But we are taking referrals. However, some care managers will come to me and say, you know, I'm working with a youth who really needs online, and all of our programs are in person. So in that case, we refer them to the Helms Academy. So it's like kind of out of our hands at that point, but we will make that referral over. But if it's for RAP or it's for Title II, you can just reach out to me. Send me an email is the best way, really. Just send me an email. Hey, I have a youth who's interested in the Achievement Center RAP program, and then we can make an appointment from there.
Perfect. Any other questions for the Achievement Center? I think it's really important as we're, gearing up for back to school to just be aware of what's in our community for our youth that may be struggling in school, or maybe traditional high school is not the route that is best for them or the route that they want to take. So it's always good to just be aware of what's local in our community and available to our youth. So I really appreciate you both for hopping on and sharing more. And feel free to, I have both of your contact, so I'll definitely pass that along via email to our care managers. And feel free to send me any materials or anything that you would want me to share.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you having us as well.
Thank you all so much. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.